Transform your space into a cozy sanctuary with pleasant candles, where every scent tells a story. Whether you're unwinding after a long day or setting the mood for a relaxing evening, our hand-poured premium candles fill your home with luxurious aromas designed to uplift, soothe, and inspire. Breathe in our different scents in according with your smell taste, ranging from fresh mountain mist to beach linen, bringing the ocean breeze right to your home. And for long-lasting fragrance, try our luxurious perfume diffusers. Shop now at pleasantcandles.com and light up your senses today.
How y'all doing, and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. We have been indoctrinated. We have been raised to stop people from doing the things that they may want to do in their future. Just thought about that right there. We was raised to be on the hunt. We was raised to be on the hunt. I'm talking about men. We was raised to be on the hunt. To persuade a bit, to groom a bit, to manipulate our significant other, a woman, well, whoever your significant other is, because all men don't like all women. So, you know what I'm saying? So, to your significant other, your son here to stop. Put on this plane to stop a person from doing what they want to do in the future. I spoke about this right here before as far as saying that I really don't think that we really love the people who we is in relationship with. We have been led to believe that we fully love or truly love somebody, but we say this thing that I could love you, but you just can't be with me doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that that's real true love out here. like I really don't. Like, once you really sit back and think about it, because a lot of us, we don't see that the older we get, our minds change. You may want to go on a girl's trip. You know what I'm saying? But back when you had them got married, maybe, or in a relationship, you was probably one of those who didn't see yourself ever wanting to go on a girl's trip. Like, fuck, I'm going on a girl's trip. I got a man and all that philosophy right there. But, you know. Yeah. There's a lot of dudes who is in relationships who can't. Watch it. Who can't. I use the word can't. Go to a strip club. Because they don't want to make they little la-la angry. They don't want to make they little la-la mad at them, you know. You ain't been going to strip. You ain't been wanting to go to the strip club. You know what I'm saying? Or you never said out loud that you would like to go to like a strip club, but maybe some years down the line, once y'all been in like a relationship, you just like, you know what? I want to go to the strip club. She don't want you to go to the strip club. She will get angry at you because now you want to do something different. Men will get angry at our lalas for wanting to do something different. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, we get with people and assume that when we get with that person, that this person is supposed to stay the same, think the same, want to do the same exact things, hell, want to do you forever. We under that belief. I think this thing has been detrimental to human beings. I think this really been detrimental to human beings, and we can actually see it as far as like with people, like back in my day, we had undercover hoes, right? They were undercover. They ain't want like their family and friend, like their daddy, to know that they was out here hoeing. You know what I'm saying? Now, bitch, tell it, dad, bitch, I'm slanging monkey. You know what I'm saying? Dad, go to my OnlyFans. You can see exactly what I do. You know what I'm saying? Dad, come to this club because you know I work on the weekends. Dad, come down here to Bissonnette. I'm slanging that monkey on Bissonnette. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And shout out to the LGBT community. This is a community that speaks to what I'm talking about. People want to do what they want to do, but you know, they can't do it with you. They can't do it with you. I saw a post. I saw a little thing on Instagram where a dude done killed his little la or something like that right there because they was married and she found out that he gay. I know what y'all saying, but why won't people just be honest and tell me what you want to do? A lot of times we don't know what we want to do until we know what we want to do. What if, like in the year 2000, you wasn't gay? What if now in 2026, you might want to fandangle a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Can you tell your significant other that? And can you keep your significant other once you tell your significant other? Remember, we be talking about, I love you so much. I love you forever till death do you part. We be saying stuff like that. Yes, time changes everything, but that's the one thing that we really wasn't taught, that like that wasn't embedded. This is my point. This is like really what I'm trying to get to. We was not taught that time changes everything. No, heck the hell no. We still want people to be the same. When we get with a bitch, she a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, she tight, work, young, tender. You know what I'm saying? Got the best body in the world. She later on. Players, you always out here with your little 6-pack shit. You used to play ball or something like that, or you used to be on the block hustling and shit so they had you fit. You out here with the dad bars now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't nowhere in the hell that you would have saw when you was 18 that you were going to look the way that you looked at 40. The body you had at 18 were all the most, you know what I'm saying? Even the old Cougars used to be after y'all. You know what I'm saying? Be all that little high school football game looking at you talk about, just like your dad. You know what I'm saying? You didn't never think that you were going to be bad bodied than the mofo out here. You didn't believe that? You would have never had that thought. Just saying. So players, what I want y'all to do. Listen, players, I'm talking to us first. Let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain something to us. This is hard to say. But I got to say it. Because I am who I am out here in the street. And damn it, this is how my mind works. You know, we think outside the box. We do it all that. We say we love our little la-las. Damn it, we love them. Hell, because we will die for them, right? We will die by that monkey we don't want nobody else to get, right? We will. We'll lay it down with insurance. We'll lay it down without insurance. Either way, bitch, we'll lead it, bitch, by that monkey that's going to stay on it, bitch. You know. But what I want us to do, this is what I want us to do. And I'm going to tell y'all like this right here. Y'all women is not going to agree. But y'all going to agree. I believe every woman want to smash somebody else. Every woman wants to smash somebody other than their significant other. Every woman has thought about smashing another person other than your significant other. Players, what I want us to do, if we claim that we love our little la-las, if we claim we love them, then we love them to death. Remember, we'll die by them. We should want to make our little la-las happy. We should want to make our little la-las happy. We have to learn to be okay. We got to learn to be all right, to be okay, and tell our little la-las, it's all right if you want to smash something else. It's okay. It's okay. I know it's hitting you hard. It's hurting. Like, hell no. What the hell you talking about? When you tell her, you just got to tell her. It took me a while to get to this point, but I love you so much. I love you so much. I don't ever want to be without you. I love you so much that I do not want to stop you from living your best life while we still together. Because I said that I ain't going to never leave you. I said, never do your part. I did all this fly shit. But I want you to actually live the life that you want to live. If it'll make you happy to go and smash whoever you need to smash while still being in a loving, committed relationship with me, I need for you to go ahead on and do that. I know, right? Look how y'all looking at y'all screen. Listen to the things that y'all actually saying to y'allself right now. Willie done lost his goddamn up. No. Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. Say happy STD Juneteenth Friday. That's what it do. It is a holiday. And y'all went to work, didn't even know that it was a holiday. Got to be more careful. Just saying something. Just saying something. Huh? I know what y'all thinking. I know what y'all thinking now. Well, Willie, you ain't gonna tell the women to do the same for the man? No. No. Not today. Not today. I'm not gonna do that today. I'm gonna put I'm finna take a line out of our good brother Dr. Umar Johnson book. It's our fault. It's our fault that our little la-las may not be as happy as they could be. A lot of us is over 40, you know what I'm saying? We over 40s and 50s and 60s, and y'all in relationship with bras that's over 40s, 50s, and 60s. Typically the women that's over 40, 50s, and 60s, they didn't get a chance to be liberated as women. They ain't get a chance to sling that monkey the way that they want to sling that monkey, and all they want to do now is probably smash their work husband or something. And we got these restrictions talking about we love one another. Huh? Say happy Father's Day to all. Happy Father's Day on Sunday. That's what's up. Happy Father's Day to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You say, is it an even swap, no swindle? No. This is just for the guys to tell our little la-las, if you want to smash something, you go ahead on and smash something, baby. I'm still going to be here now. We ain't, listen. This ain't no setup. This ain't no joke. We not trying to destroy the family. I want y'all to think about this right here, too. I know. Y'all can't fathom this shit. Will I am? You gonna tell her to go ahead on and get that little monkey away? Bitch, I kill a bitch by that monkey. I understand. See, you a killer bitch because you have been holding her down. You've been having that monkey on restraint. See, once you take that monkey off restraint, you can release your emotions when it comes down to killing behind that monkey because you don't have it on restraint no more. You say she better come back with my feet. Uh-oh, there it is. Listen. Watch this. I know what y'all thinking. Willie, what about the STD? What about if she get pregnant? What about? Well, she just need to protect herself and all that stuff. You should protect yourself, and if you get pregnant, we not keeping the baby. You know what I'm saying? We need to try to have those types of discussions. It's just about having a good time for her to finally feel free while still in a loving relationship. Because I don't think that there's a relationship. I don't think that we really feel free and we as happy as we can be. A lot of us is happy. Listen, a lot of us is happy because we don't think about the things that we is restricting ourselves from that we would actually like to do until we would like to do it. That's when we start to think about it. Yeah. I know what y'all thinking. They're not going to be with me and be with somebody else. Well, I'm here to tell you. A lot of y'all who feel that way, it's already happening. She ain't gonna be with him and hunching him and be with me. Truth be told, for a lot of people, it's already happening, and y'all is in a loving relationship. Y'all still together, take care of the kids, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got y'all 401ks and shit like that. Y'all 529 accounts for your children and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all putting each other kids through school and yada yada. Y'all on vacay, y'all living, y'all shop, y'all doing everything. And she done smashed somebody else and or smashing somebody else as we speak. So when we sit around and say, man, the bitch can't be with me and we just saying you can't be with me and I know it. Well, technically, there's a lot of players who know it and still with their la-las. Here's the catch though. The public don't know that she fandangling because of how she's handling her business. A lot of y'all players who know y'all little la-las are doing a little something, that's because you know. Everybody else don't know. That's because you know, and it's okay. You can live with that right now. You can live with it. I'm just talking about true love. Players, we would clown other players if we find out that they little la-la is cheating and he stay with her. Oh, we gonna clown a bit quick. Dog, you gonna live with that little hoe? You know what I'm saying? Little hoe tried you, dog. And I think really we just be saying that because we know she cheated. So it's the biggest disrespect. It's the biggest disrespect for the community to find out that your little la-la cheating. This the biggest disrespect. That's why we clown the dudes when we know. But there's so many players who is our partners that we don't know that they little la-la cheating and he's still there with her, loving her, having barbecue shit on the weekend shit. You know what I'm saying? Tattooing her name on her. You know, love. So just in closing, I just want us to just, I know it's hard for players to, listen, it's hard for y'all to know that she got her mouth on it. He peed in her. You know what I'm saying? You know, skeeted all on her. He may be bigger than you. He may be smaller than you. I don't think we care that a player may be bigger than, smaller than us. I think we really, really care if a player is bigger than us. He hitting that thing extra proper. You know what I'm saying? He tearing that all up out the frame. I know this is a thought that's going through your mind. I get it. But once we get past that, though, we can get back to, we don't just love her for her monkey. We love her for her compassion, her character, the love, the way that she has raised our children. She's a nurturer. See, you can focus on the things that's more important than that monkey. So what we need to do is give our little la-la the opportunity to soar her royal oats while being in a full loving, a real love. Now, this is going to make it a real loving relationship. I know a whole bunch of y'all ladies be like, well, you don't love me, you will just let me go out and do something. Don't listen to that bitch. You don't know no better. She don't know no better. Don't listen to her. Bitch, I'm trying to help y'all out. You know what I'm saying? But no. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm just thinking though, dog, this one life is a beat. I don't think a lot of people really think, dog, this it. No, hell no. This is it. The shit that you got going on right now, you probably got another day on Earth. Probably 20 years on Earth, but another day, probably 17 seconds left in your goddamn life. I'm trying to tell y'all something. This it. And people is so miserable. There's a whole section, I think I spoke about it. There is a whole section of women happy about their newly found divorce. And I spoke about that. A lot of them, they missed the opportunity to be hoes out here. You know what I'm saying? I just want to champion them because they out here living their best doggone life right now. They super happy. You know, that's what they shows on the internet, that they're super happy out here because now they can finally do what they want to do. And all of the only thing that they really want to do is be able to sexualize themselves and have new men funding over them and smashing the men that they find attractive. That's really all it is. So I say y'all need to be able to do that, but also be able to do that in a relationship. I think that y'all should actually be able to be loved and still do your thing. Huh? I'm trying to help because listen, once you die, you dead. I don't. Once you die, you dead. And what you gonna say about your life out here? Huh? Wait. Shout out to LaShawn for the $2 cash. I say females or more good times, not good women. I think that damn it, I think I missed some. Let's see what I think you're trying to say. Females want more good times and are not good women. I think you sunk it too fast. You're gonna have to hit me back up again so I can see what you're talking about right there. I sure enough appreciate that. But I'm just saying though, dog. So listen. I just want to throw that out to help out the women because there's so many women who is truly is depressed. This is why I saw another post. Women is making they focusing more on their friendships with other women, trying to spend more time with their friends than even the man who they is in a relationship with and or married. They're trying to get closer to their friend girls and stuff like that to really bond in a way, you know, that they need to go ahead on and bond. And I say that y'all need to just go and do what you want to do. If you want to go to the club and wear that little bit ass, you know what I'm saying, and twerk a little bit, if that makes you feel good, we need to just say it. Go ahead on and do that there, baby. Players, when they put on that outfit, hell, we need to buy them the outfits that they want to go and show their monkeys. Listen, now, listen. I think we too old to continue to gatekeep. We is gatekeeping people. We really is. And while we sitting around thinking that the person who we really with is really happy, we fooling ourselves. I think I know it's difficult. We fooling ourselves. Even when you get somebody new, it's the same thing. So I just want y'all to understand, yeah, a bitch can't be with me and be giving up that market. And soon as you leave her, guess what we're going to do? We're going to be back out here on the market. Got to find somebody, got to go with the ups and downs, yada, yada, yada. Take us a good little minute to find somebody who we kind of trust. And now we all together and shit like that right there. She probably smashing something now too. And you're going to be saying the same thing. The bitch can't be with me and be giving up that market. And then you're going to leave her and the cycle will continue. And the one thing that eventually you will learn, that people want to have experiences. People want to do what they want to do. People change their minds. I hope that was a good enough sermon right there. Bam, let's go on and get into some stuff. I just thought about all that, and I was like, you know what? Let me just keep going with it. It sounds good than a mofo, don't it? Sound real, real good. Players, toughen up. Toughen up. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Believe in me, you're going to be all right. I got some good news. I do believe that this right here is some good news for the great United States of America, for all of my gun owners, to all of my weed heads, well, to all of my brothers and sisters who is on that marijuana. Say back to reality. Listen, watch this. The Supreme Court has now ruled that there's a thing that's out here to where you can't own a firearm and have a medical marijuana license. You can't smoke reefer and be licensed with a gun. Especially like in the great state. Well, I just know about it in Florida. Because when you go and fill out the application, I forgot which number it is. They ask you, are you a user? Any type of prescription, something that got to do with marijuana. And if you mark that, then you can't have a gun license. You can't be buying guns, stuff like that right there. Well, the Supreme Court say, no, that is against our religion. Well, not our religion, but that's against the Constitution. What? Yeah. Well, that's not constitutional. We should be able to smoke reefers and still own guns. Here we go. This is a beautiful day.
Unanimous decision. The Supreme Court ruling that the government cannot strip gun rights from people simply because they have a history of illegal drug use. The decision focusing on a case involving a Texas gun owner who used marijuana several times a week. Senior Washington reporter Devin Dwyer, who covers the Supreme Court for us, joins us now. All right, break down the ruling for us.
Well, for decades, Kira, it has been illegal in this country to own a gun if you're a drug addict or if you use illegally controlled substances for any period of time. That means marijuana users. 40 states have legalized it in some form, but the Supreme Court today said that that law is too broad. It's unconstitutional in a rollback of this long-standing ban on guns for anyone who uses a controlled substance. In effect, you cannot be denied a gun simply because you use marijuana. It was a win for this guy from Texas who was prosecuted simply because he had a gun in his house. He also had some marijuana in his house. He wasn't intoxicated. He wasn't holding the gun, but the feds went after him. They prosecute about 300 cases a year using this law. And the Supreme Court today, in this opinion by Justice Neil Gorsuch, said that's unconstitutional. It is okay to use marijuana, which they likened to alcohol, and there has to be another crime. You have to be found dangerous at having a gun.
Well, of course, critics are saying, what the heck, you shouldn't be doing drugs and have weapons, and that could lead to all kinds of catastrophes.
Shut up. Right here on prescription drugs. Shut up.
Catastrophes.
Right.
But this is, what do you make about the fact that it was a unanimous decision?
It's remarkable. This was a loss for Donald Trump, who was defending the law unanimously by these justices. But the justices did make clear, Kira, to your point, that this was a narrow ruling. So their long-standing ban on guns for anybody addicted to drugs, that stands.
Okay.
Anybody who could be a threat to themselves or others, that still stands. Anybody who's presently intoxicated. Yeah. That still stands.
As they should. You should not be intoxicated with a firearm. I think that should stand.
This is simply a rollback of the provision that if you have ever in your life, or maybe once or twice a week, consumed marijuana, millions of Americans do, the court today said the government cannot disarm you and not send you to prison for up to 15 years.
Key word, narrow decision.
That's right.
There we go. We need to keep that in perspective.
Girl, shut up. It's still the decision made whether it's narrow or wide. It is what it is. This is a win. It's a win out here in the doggone street. How y'all doing on Willie? We appreciate y'all for joining me. Come on in, hit the thumbs up button and share. Do all that for this wonderful SCD Friday out here in the doggone street. So, the one thing that they did not point out is they gonna take that little question that's on when you buying a gun, is they gonna take that little question off, asking you about that reefer. That's what they need to go ahead on and do. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we just got to lay around just a little bit more, a little bit further, you know what I'm saying, to see what else they gonna come up with. You know, because I think that it's sad that I can't have a medical marijuana license. I got some PTSD and shit. I done been jumped on and beat. Bitch, I am a survivor. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the hell I can't have no medical marijuana card and my gun license? I think that very, very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, I can't get high dealing with my PTSD and all this like shit, but y'all can be on all type of Percocets and them and fentanyl and all that right there. Y'all popping oxytocin and cotton and shit, and I can't, you know what I'm saying, just smoke a little reefers. Going through things, through them hoes be talking about that. They survivors. Bitch, I am a survivor. I done been abused. Been jumped down. You know? I almost got my feelings just then, but I'm saying something that's real. Saying something that's real, I make a real good argument for it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving right along. We got white thugs. We got these thugs outside. Damn it, they out here fighting. It's the white folk out here fighting. We got some white on white crime. We got some white on white crime. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me that I can't talk about white on white crime. Let's go and put it up on the screen. We got a large brawl in Calhoun. Calhoun sound racist as hell, don't it? Calhoun County, the cow part kind of puts me in a sundown town or something like that right there. Nah, what they out here fighting like thugs and the criminals that they are? Thugs.
A large fight caught on camera is now under investigation in Calhoun County.
The sheriff's office sent us this video of that incident that happened over the weekend on the Congaree River, leaving multiple people injured.
WS reporter Lena Allen shares this update on the case.
Shout out to the one black person I see who is trying to, I guess, break it up into the other black person or brown person who is record, and upload. Yeah, don't get involved.
The sandbar on the Congaree River here in Calhoun County is a popular spot for events and summer gatherings, but an annual event this past weekend turned into chaos on the Congaree. Investigators counting upwards of 20 people involved in a fight Saturday afternoon.
Look at him. Darker skin. The one that's right over here, darker skin, and the one over here was like brownish skin, but he got a phone out. That's what I'm talking about. Let them thugs fight. Violent.
You know, the injuries were severe.
Sheriff Thomas Summers says at least 3 people were injured in the fight, suffering from swollen eyes to even head injuries.
You say they YCs. These YCs out here.
To see that many people swinging and fighting, it could have been really, really bad. And I'm sure there are injuries to people that we haven't heard about. That's just the nature of that type beast.
The fight broke out during the Sparkleberry Duck Run, an annual event.
They fighting at the Duck Run. It's at the Sparkleberry. You know that shit white right there. The Sparkleberry Duck Run? What is a duck run?
That draws in people from near and far, allowing them to set up tents and duck boats along the river. Okay. What's unclear is if those involved in the fight were actually a part of the event or just hanging out on the sandbar.
So is they hunting ducks or something?
Summers says while they don't know what caused the incident, they do know alcohol was a factor.
Shout out to the dog hue player who is grabbing lighter hue brother, like, come on, bro, stop it, bro.
Alcohol was a factor.
That's what I'm talking about.
The water and drinking doesn't mix. We identified numerous cases of underage drinking. It could be a family setting. Obviously, this would not be a good place to take your children if you wanted to because of things like this.
So they thugs.
Now, as the investigation continues, the sheriff is encouraging anyone to contact investigators with any information. Lena Allen.
I thought about that right there too. Like, why everybody got their shirt off, grabbing each other and shit, but they is on the water. You know what I'm saying? So they get in the water, but I don't like that position. I started it wrong, but yeah. They out in the water and stuff like that, and they getting tans and stuff. Let our Lighter Hue brothers get tan and shit, but they grabbing and sweating all on each other, getting wet with each other. That's what's up. Shout out to all the Dog Hue folk. Shout out to all the Dog Hue folk. Man, let them boys fight. But if it's your friend, you can break them up. Come on, bro. Stop it. Stop this mess, bro. You know. Move right along. I ain't gonna much hold you. That white on white crime is serious out here in these streets. We got to do better. We got to do better. Move right along. I ain't gonna much hold you. It is Friday. Ooh, that's an old bit. We got a sister. Oh, we got a sister. Well, y'all come on in and hit the thumbs up button. I only see 59 with the thumbs up. I only see 59 with the thumbs up. Come on. I see 65. I see 65. We got 65. Let me put one of these old bitches. Well, one of these mature. We're going to call this beautiful Lighter Hue sister mature. Old mature sister. These are mature sisters. Damn, they've been on earth for a century. This what a century old. Damn. She's 91. And why we be saying dumb shit like that? Well, you look good for 91. Really? Really? Like, what's looking bad for 91? Like, what if a person like looked it bad and then we find out you 91? Damn, you 91. Like, you look bad for 91. Like, why we don't never say like the opposite? And why we always attribute how a person look with their age and always say that is like a positive. Like, bitch, it ain't no positive. All y'all in y'all 90s don't look good. Can't we stop doing that? You say her face is in her neck. There it is. Just saying something. Well, she's in the news. I know y'all looking at her like she a victim. Bitch ain't no victim. Watch when I tell y'all why she in the news. You'll be like, man, fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Well, we have a 91-year-old woman who was accused of a hate crime with a BB gun. Damn, sister. Where's your 357?
Right now, 5:30, a 91-year-old woman facing charges after police say she shot a BB gun at her neighbor.
And it all reportedly stemmed from a dispute over a dog. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live in Margate with the details on this crime alert. Roy?
Christy and Louis, residents I spoke with, say she may be 91, but she is as sharp as a tack.
She 91, little bitch a thug out here in these streets, huh?
She is now facing a very serious charge following these allegations.
You're looking at the mugshot of 91-year-old Lois Helen Rocaline.
We're here on an aggravated assault
We're going to call her Lolo.
with a deadly weapon charge. The court does find probable cause.
She was arrested Wednesday more than a year after she was accused of firing a BB gun at her neighbor.
That lady start shooting.
It was in May of 2025. Marilyn Lopez said she was walking her dog Cash along this canal right behind Lois's home when she came face to face with the elderly woman she said was armed.
If you don't get out of my property, I'm gonna shoot you right now.
That's when Lopez said a shot was fired, and she claims this wasn't the first time.
That lady, 2 times before that, she said, I don't gonna rest until I see all of you immigrants go back where you belong.
You got to remember, we got to listen. We got to be kind of partial. She's 91. She's speaking about the illegal immigrants. You want all the immigrants gone. She's 91. That baby damn near 100, like a century. She came up in a different time, sister.
We learned Margate police responded to the incident last year, and while residents watched, shocked to see their elderly neighbor taken into custody under the Baker Act, she was never officially arrested.
So I said to Lois, what happened? She said, well, that lady with the little dog.
Say that a little bit with the dog. Roof.
Keeps walking behind my property, and the dog keeps messing, and she doesn't pick up the stuff.
Lois was issued a notice to appear in court, but after more than a year, she never showed. It was only after Margate police began investigating a traffic crash Lois was involved in Wednesday did they realize the 91-year-old woman had a warrant for her arrest.
Do we? I get, yeah, I don't give a damn how old you is. We gonna hold you accountable, baby. Because I was just finna say, shit, we lock up a 91-year-old? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Who? And she driving? Lolo can drive.
They realized the 91-year-old woman had a warrant for her arrest. Lopez's concern, Lois's mental state of a woman known to be caring for her disabled 101-year-old husband.
And I said, you have to figure it out what type of help they need, because they are seniors. If she's not well mentally, she's not in the capacity to help the husband.
Why was she hold on. So she been taking care of a 101 year. Damn. He 10 years older, but y'all got age gap problems out here. How is she not in her right mind and she been taking care of her 101-year-old mama? She shot a BB gun at you, sister, because your little lazy ass won't pick up your doggy poop. How is she not in her right mind for having to say that you don't have your little ugly ass little puppy pooping on my property? In my mind, she's in her right mind if she's able to recognize that you not picking up the poop. Now all of a sudden she can't take care of herself. She don't know what she's doing. She ain't in her right mind. She need to be in a senior care living facility and shit. No, she don't. And y'all understand that she wouldn't be in this trouble if the young immigrant lady would have been picking up her dog poop.
Lois has since been released from jail. We're told she is staying with a friend. As for the victim in this case, the alleged victim, I should say, fortunately, she was not injured. For now, here in Margate, Roy Ramos.
He ducked them buckshot. Listen, I was finna say, if she's still in jail, we should be out there protesting. Let her be shot. Let her out.
And Lois has
I want to see Lolo fight.
Since been released from jail. We're told she is staying with a friend. As for the victim in this
case, she's staying with a friend. Who the hell taking care of her 100-year-old husband? Y'all got to do better communication.
The alleged victim, I should say. Fortunately, she was not injured.
Lolo out here with scrap on them young hoes. You know, see, now she came up with a time to where you can shoot a bitch and didn't even have to call the police. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, 91 years ago, if this 2026, 100 years ago was 26. In the 1920s, I think you could shoot a bit and you could just leave him out there in the yard, dog. You know what I'm saying? And just let the crows go it on the kid. And you ain't even have to report it. Just in my mind, you say, God bless her husband for living to see 101. Now, a lot of us, we look at that as a blessing to be that old. I think it's only a blessing to be that old if you is functionable or functional. You functionable. If you functionable, if you still got it, you know what I'm saying? Still out here findangling shit like that, you still can be you. You can take care of yourself. You can wipe your own boo. I can see it as a little blessing. You know what I'm saying? You done been out here in this crazy ass world for a whole century. Do y'all even understand what a century is? Got to be more careful. Moving right along. Shout out to Lolo for standing her ground. Lolo standing her ground in Florida. Y'all gonna stop trying Lolo though. Y'all gonna stop trying Lolo. I'm just saying. Moving right along. I ain't gonna be much on you. Okay. All right. Somebody's selling crack. I saw the little story real quick. I don't even think that it's a picture of anybody. I have no idea. I don't know if they're gonna show in it. You say Lolo a little stressed out. She probably is, because she probably been walking behind her property and shit, just stepping in boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? And she got to keep cleaning up her slides and shit. That's a problem. That's really a problem. I'd probably shot at her ass too. I'd have probably shot the dog. Do not be out here shooting no dogs. Don't be out here shooting no dogs, but, you know. Anyway. With crack? This is deep. Let me go put this up on the screen for you. We have a son. I'm trying to knock off his mama. The son tried to knock off his mama with a bad. Hell nah. Son order mom killed with a bad pack of crack. The hitman shot her to finish it. What type of story? Hold on, dog.
A murder for hire plot gone wrong still results.
in the death of a mother at her son's request.
That son from Maryland Heights pleaded guilty in federal court to ordering the hit for life insurance money. Fox 5's investigator Chris Hayes was there for the evidence that was full of surprises.
That's why I keep telling y'all, let your kids know that you do have a policy, but don't let them know how much, and you may even want to talk down on your policy. Let them know, listen, I got $8,500 policy, and that's just enough to bury me. Don't let them hold up. Do not let your children know you got 15,000, because bitch knock your ass off about 10. So let's not even go to 10. But 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. Oh Jesus.
40-year-old Andrew Hubbard admitted to a federal judge he hired a hitman to deliver what they called a, quote, bad pack of crack to his mom. That meant it was laced with fentanyl. And when that did not kill her, the hitman shot her to death. And the son acknowledged repeatedly to a judge that he ordered his mother's murder for money.
He need to be dead. I told y'all, dealing with that fentanyl and cutting shit with that fentanyl, you need to be off earth. So if mama do crack, but think about this right here. Mama do crack, but mama got life insurance. She got to be older. She got to be an older broad out here. And then he kept telling the judge, hell yeah, I tried to kill her about that money.
The judge that he ordered his mother's murder for money. Hubbard's mother, 53-year-old Andrea Wortham, was found dead in an alley on Kennerly near Maffitt, July 7th, 2023. A federal investigation revealed that Wortham's son in Maryland Heights took out a $150,000 life insurance plan on her, then ordered to hit. Andrew Hubbard admitted to a federal judge that he involved other people also charged. One was his cousin, who he admitted paying $10,000 to deliver his mother fentanyl-laced crack. The cousin reportedly called to say, quote, it's done, but that it wasn't the drug that killed her. She survived that and had to be shot in her chest, arm, and face.
Hold on. So she didn't have her own policy. He decided to get a policy on her. I wonder how long ago he got. Well, we did find out with insurance policies that they will pay out immediately. Like you can get some insurance today and they'll pay out tomorrow. If you die tomorrow, they'll pay out tomorrow. That's what we had done research. We did it live on the show. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, all right, pimp. He really wanted her gone.
The courtroom was tense because of other relatives there to see this guilty plea, and one of them became so upset she darted out of there suddenly as Hubbard acknowledged what he did. He'll be sentenced in September and faces possible life in prison.
I don't know if we should. Well, hell, yeah.
$150,000 life insurance plan.
$150. Listen, don't tell y'all kids y'all got $150
plan on her, then ordered to hit.
So he called it cousin. Listen, cuz, I'm finna knock out auntie. I'm finna knock out auntie real quick. Listen, I need you to get some crack. We gonna cut this thing. We gonna get some crack with some cut. And we gonna give it to her. She's such a soldier. Bitch didn't die. Bitch, you gonna smoke all the crack and still live? Oh, he gave his kinfolk 10 stacks. Where the hell is he getting his money from? And if he had $10,000, why would he need the money from? He probably owed somebody. But why would he need the money from the 150? Well, hell, if you can get 150, and all you got to do is lace some shit with fentanyl. I'm just saying. But as we gonna talk about how she was only 53 and he was 40, we gonna talk about that. I'm gonna say it again. He was 40. She was 53 years old. You say he was selling crack? I think that he was selling crack. So that means that she was impregnated at 12. I do believe that this is a white family. You say he probably has a gambling problem. Maybe. Yeah. You say, wouldn't it void the policy? No, because listen, according to the insurance people, the person who smoked the crack didn't get the insurance policy. All they would know as if a relative got the insurance policy, but she on that dope. You know what I'm saying? And she died of crack. unless it's a clause in the insurance thing that you can't, bitch, if you die from crack and fentanyl, we ain't paying that. Unless it's that inside the policy, then they would have to pay out. You say, Willie, she one crackhead. You say she one crackhead from the beginning of the crack era. For real, though. That is on that dope. But damn, they had to shoot in the chest like, bitch, die. Pow, pow. That is so crazy. Talk about loving your mom. That's what's up. Shout out to our Lighter Hue brothers and sisters, because if they got a problem with their mama, that bitch is liable to die here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Y'all gonna fuck around and die, damn it. They gonna talk crap about you. Why you being such a bitch, mom? You know what I'm saying? They can say fly stuff like that. No, black folks ain't. We ain't made it there yet. We ain't got to that point. We ain't that bold yet. You know, but once we get that bold, a lot of y'all need to call your mammy bitches out here in these streets, because damn it, that's who they is. Damn it, that's what they is. That's their behavior. Anyway, move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Let's go around here to Metro Detroit, though. Imagine working at an IHOP. Use a server. Cashier, server, helping. And then you get into an altercation with some customers, and they done jumped on you on the job while you still got your apron and shit on. You know what I'm saying? This is a bad thing. Metro Detroit, women is caught on camera beating. They say beating up a server. Here we go, y'all.
Two women caught on camera beating up a server at an IHOP. This happening last night, shortly before closing time at the restaurant in Ypsilanti. Now police are looking for those women, and Fox News' Ingrid Kelly spoke to the owner. She's live tonight inside that Ypsilanti IHOP. Ingrid, this is just unbelievable.
It's really horrible. And you know, the owner contacted the Fox 2 Problem Solvers because he needs help finding those patrons who were sitting in a booth just like this one. Take a look at that video. You can see the patrons throwing their food at that server. The manager is trying to calm things down, but the patron chases the server with a plate. The patrons then start punching the server, who is now on the ground, but the manager is trying to protect her. And then one of the patrons throws the server's cell phone on the ground. Now police say the server sustained a number of injuries.
Do y'all even understand? Watch it. Do y'all even understand? Because in this society, people have been raised, you should never put your hands on a woman. The manager really could not even defend his worker. He allowed the woman to continue to push him back because he don't want to catch a case behind putting his hands on the woman.
Server with a plate. The patrons then start punching the server, who is now on the ground, but the manager is trying to protect her. And then one of the patrons throws the server's cell phone on the ground. Now police say the server sustained a number of injuries.
My message is this, is like, if you have an issue at a restaurant, discuss it politely. It can easily be taken care of. If at any point in time, if it's a financial issue, you know, we're blessed enough that I can comp that bill if you let me know that is truly what the issue is.
He giving that speech talking to sane individuals. You're talking to sane individuals. You're not talking to them hoodlums out here. Them hoodlums don't hear that little speech, pimp.
But to take it upon yourself to assault a server, you know, that's making, you know, $5 an hour with tips. It's not worth it for them to come to work anymore. So now you're starting to scare that population of people to come out in the workforce. And we need those people.
Y'all have a pat on the back. Y'all done hit 100. Appreciate that 100. That's what I'm talking about.
Back out here live, you know, take a look at this video. There was a man holding a child that was a part of the group. He did not engage in that attack, but police want to talk to him because, you know, none of the adults in that group actually paid their bill. They actually left. They ate.
Oh, so he with them ladies.
Wasn't a problem until the bill arrived, and then just what you
look like smashing both of them
on video actually took place. Now, the owner of the IHOP, he says he is working with police and he is willing to provide a reward that can lead to information that can help solve this case. Back to you, Amy.
Ingrid, you look at that and you think, oh, maybe they knew each other, maybe there was some kind of beef, going in. And yet you're saying, no, everything was fine. Then the bill arrives and they lose their minds.
Yeah. Absolutely. I was asking, the owner, like, what exactly transpired? And he said, you know what, it really happened to be over the food, but they ate the food. And there's a protocol. If there's a problem with the food, you should not continue eating it and then complain when the bill arrives. And again, the owner, I spoke to him and he said, if it was really about paying for the bill, that he's blessed and that he would have actually comped them. He would not have charged them anything and just
he eating and he would let them black bitches slide out here in these streets, basically.
Let them go, just to avoid all of this. But you know what? There is an active investigation. Police are calling this an assault. And, I'm sure, people who know these people, they need to speak up. Absolutely. All right.
Y'all know something, say something. Y'all get that little bonus. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get that little reward and shit, and y'all will be all right. For real, for real. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. They out here doing too much. Now, listen. Before I go ahead on and get into this, well, maybe I need to go ahead on and get into this and then do this little extra stuff later, because I've been holding on to too many of these doggone things. I've been gatekeeping. I have been gatekeeping. Oh, I'm definitely going to give y'all this one right here. But who is that? This Atlanta, somebody bought. Oh, hell yeah. Now, that's that little graduation thing. I got to give y'all that right there. Okay, all right, bam. We're going to do that. And we're going to, hold on, I'm trying to get myself together. I thought I already had them ready. Yeah, y'all hear me over there clicking? Hold on. Bam, we're going to pause that. We got the, oh, snap. Hold on, y'all. I'm doing the most. Because they keep going once I clicked on them. This is stupid. So then it's going to mess it up for everything else. All right, all right. All right, I'm good. Y'all come on in, man. Y'all hit the thumbs up button. Oh, we coming up on the 8 o'clock hour. It is the 8 o'clock hour. We got a rapper. We got a rapper. We got a rapper who done lost his life out here in these streets. According to his old boy. According to his daddy. Let's go ahead and put up on the screen for you. Leaving the rap life. Leaving the rap life has cost the player his life, according to his old boy, out here in these streets out in Atlanta.
A father is talking about the moments leading up to his son's death, nearly a year to the day after the shooting.
Everybody keep calling me. I need to go home and see what's happening. He got home and got killed.
McKinley Hodge was found dead in the driveway of his home. Channel 2's Tom Jones live now outside of it. And Tom, that father's hurting, and he's turning to poetry to help him get through this.
Yeah, McKinley Hodges says he was homicidal, George, and suicidal even after his son was shot in that garage, his body found in that driveway. Poetry is his salve for his pain. It's been nearly a year, and his son's killer remains free.
My son, I miss you, son. To tell the truth, sometimes it makes me sad. I want you here with me, my son. Sometimes it makes me mad.
McKinley Hodges Sr. wrote this poem to help him deal with his grief over losing his 38-year-old son, McKinley Hodges Jr.
I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of counseling.
Atlanta police say someone shot the younger Hodges inside this garage June 16th last year. He stumbled out into the driveway where he died. Officers say there were other people in the garage when he was shot. Hodges says he was planning to meet his son right before he was killed.
And he said, I'm on my way. That was the last thing he told me.
Then he got the call his son was dead. Hodges says his son lived in the home with other rappers.
He got other rappers in the same home in Atlanta. He said 38-year-old rapper. Yeah. He said, we got to do better. Facts.
Said his son wanted to become a rapper, but soon grew tired of the rap lifestyle.
He has said that he didn't want anything else to do with the rap business. He was not going on no tours. He had got him a job at the restaurant.
He said that didn't sit well with the other rappers.
So you mean to tell me that they was going on tours? So him and other rappers was going on tours and they all lived in the same house. But he said, scratch that. I don't want to do this no more. I'm finna get a job like at the IHOP.
Hodges says his son got an urgent call to return home the night he was killed. He says his son didn't deserve to die like this.
All I want to know is if anybody got the guts or the heart to please come forward.
And police tell me there were at least 4 to 5 people in that garage, and somebody knows what happened. They want that person to come forward. They say there is a reward of up to $5,000. We're live in.
So now one of them rappers who was at the house know who shot him at the house. Well, there's a $5,000 reward, and I do believe somebody gonna tell on them. Somebody gonna tell on somebody. Listen. They rapping, they rappers, they on tour, and they stay in the same house. That means that they really ain't got that paper like that. So $5,000 will go a long way.
Southwest Atlanta, I'm Tom Jones for Channel 2 Action.
$5,000 will go a long way. But yeah. Player 38. We don't know his name right now. We still don't know his name. We don't know like his rap name. Now, why wouldn't the news or the father give us his rap name so we can at least go to playing his songs and stuff like that and try to get some revenue out for the old boy? You know what I'm saying? Put him on Spotify or something so we can play like the music or something. We can get spins and stuff like that right there. I have no idea who that is at all. I've never heard of him. I never saw him. You know, and he say that they be going on, well, they was going on tours. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Keep doing what y'all out here doing. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much of you. So not frank. We gotta let. I don't want to do that right there. That don't make no sense. And she about to go to jail. Okay. All right. Bam. Let's go on to get into this. I think something got to go fund me. But anyway. Decision making. Domestic love, what we talking about around here. Come on in. How many thumbs up do we got so far? How many? Because we over 100 though. We over 100. We have 114. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go on and get this thing up to 150. Let's start with 150 first. And then we'll boost this thing up to 200. We'll do it like that right there. But anyway, domestic love, y'all. It's all about our decision making. It's all about the people who we pick for our lives. And for some reason, well, not for some reason, because I do understand that domestic love is everything, but the masses will continue to tell y'all that that's really not love to be in a domestic love relationship. But we fiend for a domestic love relationship. We really do love it, because anything else is just boring. Anything else is just literally boring. You mean you wake up, I love you, kiss, go to work, come home, cook, eat. We ain't jumping off tables and shit. We ain't throwing shit around the house. We ain't punching holes in the wall. We ain't catching your ass outside fandangling and trying to run you over with a car. We ain't shooting at you, stabbing you. You know what I'm saying? Kicking you down the stairs. Damn it. We ain't going through the children. Might not be yours or not. Bitch, ain't going through child support. Nothing going on. That's boring, dog. We have a woman, beautiful sister, but she dead now. Beautiful sister who had been knocked off by her ex-boyfriend. And then the ex-boyfriend was caught on the Metro bus. No, she got shot on the Metro bus. I think she got her look at that pretty lady. She got shot on the Metro bus and she dead now. She gone. All these decisions. Shout out to Simone for the $5 cash out. He says serious performers tour. Just saying. You ain't hating on them. You just trying to got it. You just saying something. Facts. That's what's up. This beautiful sister done lost her life, and now we're finna hear from her daughter and hear about the situation and what transpired. Here we go.
Story you will only see here on WUSA 9. We're hearing exclusively from the daughter of the woman shot and killed in Tinleytown yesterday. Police say after the shooting, the suspect boarded a Metro bus.
Yeah, in the last hour, we've obtained some brand new video from inside that Metro bus, but I have to tell you, it is really hard to watch. So we're going to freeze the video before those shots are
How shit be hard to watch and y'all not going to show it to us like that?
fired.
Again, we're only showing it because it gives you a clearer picture of what led up to the police shooting as officers boarded that bus full of commuters at the time looking for that murder suspect.
He got his gun out. Girl, move your pregnant ass. You in the way.
So police shot and killed that man when they say he pulled out a gun. You can see they're confronting him right there. He is sitting in that seat just moments before and a few blocks away. Police say he killed a woman. Investigators say there have been previous domestic violence calls involving the couple.
This is just a tragic situation all the way around.
In case y'all ain't paying attention.
He killed a woman. So police shot and killed that man.
He's sitting in the chair. His buddy right here with the white shirt. He started faking and moving around and shit. The police, he already done walked up to him with a gun. He got a gun out, walked up to him. Buddy
when they say he pulled out a gun, you can see they're confronting him right there. He is sitting in that seat just moments before and a few blocks away. Police say he killed a woman. Investigators say there have been previous domestic violence calls involving the couple.
This is just a tragic situation all the way around. Sarah Robinson joins us now.
Yeah, she picked the man with a history.
Sarah, I know you talked with the victim's family, you talked with the victim's daughter, and she shared just this devastating account of abuse that she suffered.
Yeah, this had been going on for years, I'm told, and this is the very scenario the victim's daughter says that she feared. She tells me her mother had left an abusive relationship, moving into a new apartment and starting a new job. But she says that fresh start was all taken away in an instant.
I never in my wildest dreams would think that my mother would get killed at a bus stop, just trying to move on with her life.
Through tears,
she kept us away from him because she knew.
Jalen
Shout out baby out for having a real.
Pulliam is sharing her mother's story exclusively with WUSA 9.
It's been abused since day one. They were on and off for about 5 to 6 years.
Since day one, there's been abuse. They've been on and off 5, 6 years. Since day one, though, abuse. The mother kept the boyfriend from around her children or around the family since day one.
And it's been fractured ribs, cracked, chipped teeth.
Yesterday,
oh my gosh.
Her mother, 44-year-old Melissa Wallace Pulliam, was shot and killed. Police say the suspect was her boyfriend, Sean Dwayne Williams. He then got on a Metro bus. When police intervened, he pulled out a gun, and police then shot and killed Williams. Her daughter says Melissa was on her way to work when she was attacked.
She was on such a new path, and she was happy where she was. He was trying to seek and destroy that.
She says her mother had been working to rebuild her life, getting a new apartment, a good job, and putting distance between herself and Williams.
Putting distance between herself and Williams. She was working really hard to redo her life. She got a new job, she got a new apartment. She was working really hard to stay away from him. How he know a way to find her to shoot her? She was working really, really hard to get away.
Daughter says Melissa was on her way to work when she was attacked.
She was on such a new path, and she was happy where she was. He was trying to seek and destroy that.
She says her mother had been working to rebuild her life, getting a new apartment, a good job, and putting distance between herself and Williams. But she says he continued to show up.
He would try to choke her, or he would break through the door, or he would, punch her. I had big fears of this happening beforehand because it just progressed and kept getting worse.
D.C. police confirmed there had been previous domestic violence calls for service involving the couple.
The first thing you should probably do is get assessed and speak to an advocate.
Okay.
D.C. Safe works with victims of domestic violence and offers a lethality assessment to help determine a person's risk.
Hold on. We got a assessment plan. A lethality. lethality. Does the person have access to any weapons such as guns? Does the person control most or all of your daily activities and violently jealous? Have you ever been strangled by the person? That's a really good question. Has the person who hurt you ever forced you to have sex? Has the physical or sexual abuse increased in severity frequently over the past 12 months? Has the person threatened to kill you or someone close to you? Do you currently have contact with the person who has hurt you? Does the person who hurt you drink alcohol or use drugs? Has the person ever threatened or tried to commit suicide? Are you currently separated from that person? Has the person violated TPO, CPO? If female, have you ever been hit or beaten while pregnant? Oh, do you have children with someone other than the respondent in this case? Have you attempted to leave or call the police in the last 12 months? This is a good little list. I like that little list right there. I like that little, the Lee Healthy list. That's what's up, ladies. Because this is really for ladies though, which they try to make it all inclusive, but it's really not all inclusive. They just got that little line. If female, bitch, we know y'all talking about women. This shit ain't about no damn man. Y'all don't care that we done been violated and all that stuff. You say, do they have, or do they have all the above? That's a good one. That's a really, really good one, man. Go ahead.
Risk of being killed by an abuser. Advocates say several factors can signal an increased risk, including whether the abuser has access to guns or other weapons, whether they control day-to-day activities or have jealousy, whether they have ever strangled their partner, whether they have ever forced sex, and whether the abuse has escalated over the past year.
She was a very colorful and vibrant woman. I feel like he was a coward.
Well, he wasn't that.
DC Safe operates a 24-hour hotline for people experiencing domestic violence, and that number is 1-844-4HELP-DC. It's on your screen. Advocates say even if someone isn't ready to leave a relationship, speaking with an advocate and developing a safety plan can help reduce their risk. Back to you.
Yeah, just those moments.
The CPO and the TPO, I do believe that that's the that is the child protective thing, and damn it, the restraining order. I think that's a restraining order.
That have changed that family's life in an instant. Sarah, thank you.
The Lee Healthy list. I like that list.
And of course, when we cover these kinds of difficult cases.
Ladies, this is for y'all. This is the hotline.org. 1-800-799-SAFE. That's 1-800-799-7233. This is our National Domestic Violence Hotline. For ladies. That's what's up. He said she made that decision. Facts. I like that. Look at that baby. She was 44, wasn't it? Baby, 44, she have a nice little smile, but she like to get choked and shit. She like to get beat. She like to have her ribs cracked and shit. That's what she liked it. She tried to get her life together. She tried to move far, far away from him. She tried to not have him around her. That's a lie.
Our wildest dreams would think that my mother would get killed at a bus stop.
Yeah, she fought in
trying to move on with her life.
Bad decision making, but good decision making.
Through tears.
She
temporarily protective order. Yeah. Restraining.
Us away from him.
Oh, hold on.
Because trying to move on with her life.
Through tears.
She kept us away from him. Because she knew.
Jalen Pulliam is sharing her mother's story exclusively with WUSA 9.
It's been abused since day one. They were on and off for about
day one.
6 years. And
so again, when they go back to we love domestic love relationships, she wasn't one of them who have that story. Well, everything was good for like the first year or two, and then something just happened. Hell no. On Friday they met. Friday she probably got strangled. That Sunday, she probably had a broken rib or something, slapped in the mouth on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Like in the beginning. Yeah.
It's been fractured ribs, cracked, chipped teeth.
Yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Her mother, 44-year-old Melissa Wallace Pulliam, was shot and killed. Police say the suspect was her boyfriend, Sean Dwayne Williams. He then got on a Metro bus. When police intervened, he pulled out a gun, and police then shot and killed Williams. Her daughter says Melissa was on her way to work.
Now, when Buddy jumped off the bus right here, I think that he worked at the hospital. He looked like he like a little nurse or something like that.
Her daughter says Melissa was on her way to work when she was attacked.
Now, do you as a man go to work, or do you play like the PTSD, I need a day off type thing? I was on the bus to where the man got shot and he got killed when I was on the bus, and now I'm now I got PTSD. I need counseling. Can I take a day off?
Williams.
You know, look at it, all scary and shit.
Was on her way to work when
he jumped out of it. I'm about to get, I almost got shot. Hell, that's a story that you tell your little Lala. They tried to kill me. They tried to kill me. They almost shot me. But see, I was standing like right there. And when he shot, I ducked down. Remember, we were watching like The Matrix or something, and I had to move on out the way. You know what I'm saying? And he bust, but I backed on up out the game. Now, like, was falling outside the door and said, you got to make up a whole goddamn story out here in these streets. Look. The bullet kind of grazed me. The bullet, like, look. You see that little light mark, because I'm dark skinned, but you see like that little light mark right there. If you look at it like in the light, you'll see that he grazed me right there. I'm gonna put in a police report a little later on though. You know what I'm saying? And then like your little Lala gonna be, oh my God, you so dangerous. I love you so much. Anyway, y'all, listen. I want y'all to continue to make these decisions that you need to continue to make to live your best life, because again, if you're not happy, you're not happy. If you're not happy, you're not happy. Say dead bodies ain't a good excuse. You better bring your head to work. Don't give a damn. Hold on. But did you die though? Imagine talking to your supervisor. Oh my God, I was just on the bus and they was shooting and they killed the man on the bus. Yeah. So how long before you get here though? I understand they shoot on the bus, but how long before you get here though? No, I was calling because I'm not gonna be able to make it. I gotta go speak to somebody. Whoa. But did you die though? Man, you better come on, man. Ain't got nobody to cover your shit. Can y'all imagine y'all supervisor talking to y'all like that right now? And there would be a supervisor who will talk to y'all. Listen, I understand what the hell you going through, but I ain't got nobody to cover your shift. Hell, this your third call out too? Oh, hell no. Listen, I ain't telling you what you got to do, but you ain't got no more days to call out. I ain't telling you that you got to come. All I'm saying, you don't have any more call outs. And you is on your last late. I ain't saying that you got to come. I ain't forcing you to do anything. I'm just trying to tell you what it is. You know? That's what's up. But shout out to that beautiful sister. Now listen. I can guarantee you this right here. Hundreds of dudes try to get at her. Just because she's pretty in the face. Hundreds of dudes try to get at her. She turned them down. I guarantee you hundreds of who we would deem to be good dudes. Dudes who got their shit together. Dudes who own homes. While she jumping from apartments and shit. In her 40s. Dudes who own homes. I guarantee you we're trying to get at her. She like what she like though, dog. She like what she like. She like who she had them pick. She liked what she liked. And she was okay with what she picked. It's just life, y'all. It is truly just life. And this is why I was saying like earlier, as far as being happy. We live in this life and this is all we got. This is all we got. She was dealing with a man that people on the outside would say, oh my God, she couldn't be happy going through those things. She could be happy. Well, she could have been happy going through those things, because we look at that as this person really, really do care about me. This person really, truly cares about me because they show me that they care about me. Physically, they show me. Just hear what it is. I got a story right now, and I want y'all opinion. I want y'all opinion. Have y'all ever saw like a person say something profound or something, and people be in like the comment section saying, we got to protect this person at all costs, protect this person at all costs? Huh? There's been so many things that I have saw, so many videos to where people do be saying, we got to protect this woman at all costs. Protect this woman at all costs. Well, I got a story, and I just want to see, do y'all want to protect this woman at all costs? Let me put this beautiful sister up on the screen for you real quick. Do y'all want to protect this beautiful sister at all costs? This beautiful sister out of Orange County, Orlando, Florida, my state, stand your ground state, but bitch go home state, please don't run up with M55 life state. It's a Orange County probation officer is accused of leaking court database information. Now y'all finna hear what she did with the court database information, and I just want to know, should we protect this sister at all costs? Here we go.
Right now, a former probation officer is behind bars in Orange County, accused of helping drug traffickers avoid getting caught.
Investigators say that she used her access to a confidential database to tip them off. Well, she's Bob Hazen is live at the Orange County Jail. Bob, she wasn't even supposed to be able to get into that system.
Write y'all answers up now. Write y'all answers down. Do y'all think that this baby should be protected at all costs? What did she do again?
Used her access to a confidential database to tip them off. Well, she's Bob Hazen is live at the Orange County Jail. Bob, she wasn't even supposed to be able to get into that system.
Yeah, in fact, it looks like the state agency that she worked for screwed up and didn't cut off her access to that system, even after she was fired 4 years ago. And that let her see secret information that only law enforcement is supposed to see. Now, the sheriff's office gave us this video of that suspect, 32-year-old Crystal Lawson, being taken to jail. She used to work as a juvenile probation officer, and while on that job could log into a system that contains active arrest warrants and documents. Detectives say they started investigating a group trafficking fentanyl last year, and they realized that someone was leaking secret documents to members of that group, possibly warning them that the cops were looking for them. They say they checked the database and found someone logged in as Lawson had searched up those members' names, and they say one person connected to that drug ring was Lawson's father. Her arrest report says, quote, Lawson's own father bragged to the drug trafficking organization members that his daughter could find out when people had warrants. They also say her actions had consequences, and quote, these leaks resulted in lost evidence, unrecovered assets, and at least one flight to avoid arrest or prosecution. Lawson only worked for the State Department of Juvenile Justice for about 8 months back in 2022, so her access to that system should have been cut off long ago, but investigators say, quote, the department made an apparent clerical error upon her termination and did not terminate her CCIS access or notify CCIS of her termination. And the reports say at least one lawyer also got access to those secret documents. Lawson is now here at the Orange County Jail facing more than 100 criminal charges related to that unauthorized access to that system. Her bail is set at more than $1.1 million. She should go in front of a judge here later on today. Covering Orange County, live in Orlando, Bob.
Should she be protected at all costs? Let me tell you something, sister. Your daddy wrong. Your daddy wrong is all I know out here. It say her own father of the criminal organization or a criminal associate of the drug trafficking organization bragged to the drug trafficking organization members that his daughter, bitch, my daughter can find out some shit, dog. I got people on the inside. Oh my God. Do y'all understand that baby got fired? She lost her job after 8 months. Bitch, what did you do to lose your job after 8 months? And what does it take to become a juvenile probation officer? Let's see. What is the steps to become a juvenile probation officer in Florida? To become a juvenile probation officer, a JPO in Florida, you must meet the specific education and background criteria before completing a mandatory state training academy. Oh, so you got to go to like training academy. Meet the basic requirements. You must be 19 years of age, U.S. citizen, and hold a valid driver's license. Earn a degree, possession a bachelor's degree from a accredited university, preferably in criminal justice, social work, psychology, and or related social sciences. Gain experience or higher degree. Have at least 1 year of professional experience in social services, teaching, or criminal justice. Apply and pass the screening. Submit your application through the state of Florida, People's First Career Portal, yada, yada, yada. Complete the JPO Academy. Once hired, you must successfully complete a mandatory field training and an evaluation program, which includes the Florida Department of Justice, the FLDJJ JPO Academy. Oh, so it's not that hard. You just need a bachelor's degree. Got it. And or be like a teacher or something, or criminal justice, something like that right there. So it's not that bad. But bitch, you went through all that school and all to lose your job in 8 months. Now you're not gonna go to the feds. But you got a $1.5 million bump. You in jail now. Now listen, I'm thinking, well, maybe she got a bachelor's degree, but you can also have the criminal justice and or have been a teacher and or social services or something like that right now. Yeah. Or did some social work and some criminal justice type stuff. So it don't necessarily mean that she had to have a bachelor's, but she could have a bachelor's. She's 32, if I'm not mistaken. 32 years old and gave it all up.
Members that his daughter could find out when people had warrants. They also say her actions had consequences, and quote, these leaks resulted in lost evidence, unrecovered assets, and at least one flight to avoid.
One flight to avoid. One flight to avoid. She got fired 4 years. Wait a minute. She's 32 now. 4 years ago, that baby was 28. Bitch, you lost a good job at 28 years old after you had to go through school, get an education, and then you was a juvenile probation officer? You gave all that there. Got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. I say she need to be protected. Baby need to be protected. Man, she had... They gave her the perp walk
years ago, and that letter sees secret information that only law enforcement is supposed to see. Now, the sheriff's office gave us this video of that suspect, 32-year-old Crystal Lawson.
Ain't nobody say, shout it. No. Do not do that. Somebody probably say, listen, do you still got that connect? You know what I'm saying? You still can go and find out information on the computer. She probably say, yeah, daddy. Yeah, I can do it. Man, yeah, I still got access. They ain't cut off my access. I've been 4 years ago. Ooh, hi. Got to be more careful. Moving right along, I ain't gonna eat much on you. Oh, protect her at all costs. That's the job he said. Got to be more careful. Man, that is so crazy, but not really. It's crazy, but not really. We got a mama. Wait, wait, slow me down. Slow me down. Okay, we did the 91-year-old lady. We got that right there. Old pit. One of that among still. But anyway, we got a woman stealing dead people. Dead people? Wait. A video shows a woman stealing from dead people with a toddler. This baby got a baby with her. She's stealing from the dead. And y'all be out here talking, you shouldn't talk about the dead, that disrespectful. But what is it when you steal from the dead? Huh? Is that also a problem? Shout out to D for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Y'all, we need some more thumbs up. Let me refresh. What we looking at? We have 138. We couldn't even get to the 150 yet. Can we get to the 150? It's 8:30. Can we get to the 150 on this wonderful SED Friday? It's Juneteenth, y'all. It is Juneteenth. Juneteenth is when y'all found out that y'all was free. Well, them people like in Texas, Juneteenth. Juneteenth is the official Juneteenth. National Independence Day is a federal holiday in the great United States of America. It is to celebrate the it is celebrated on annually June 19th. Isn't June 19th also Pop birthday or something like that right now? That's what's up. It is to commemorate the end of slavery in the great United States of America, specifically marking the day of 1865 when enslaved African Americans in Galveston, Texas finally received word. You Negroes know that you're free. You know you're freeze now, right? You can go ahead on up out of here. Oh, so Pocket's on the 16th? My bad. Willie, did you show the update video about the cop shooting a 1-year-old? We did that yesterday. We did, unless there's some more video. Unless there's something new. I think now, I played the video of the mother was talking now. The mother was sitting in the car with the attorney type dude explaining what had done transpire. So now we just waiting to see if they're going to release the body cam and or some more Walmart footage. You know what I'm saying? So you saying that they done release some video? It's something new out here? Hold on. I ain't scared to look it up now. I try to find something. Hold on, slow me down. Let me do this right here. Let's see, 1-year-old shot. Let's see, police. Let me just do a quick little search. All right, the mother of baby boy killed by the police, shoplifting called. She speaks out. All right, we already did that right there. From 1 day ago, from 22 hours ago. Records revealed name of the officer. Okay, so now they putting out the name. Okay, they're putting out the name of the officer. I saw to where they were protesting and it got broke up by the smoke thing. They smoked them on up out of there. That was 2 days ago, 2 days. So I guess I can go to the 22-hour one to where they speak on the name of the officer, I guess, because that's important. We need the name of the officer. Hold on, we're just waiting for the commercial. And as we wait for the commercial, man, y'all come on in. Come on in. Hold on. You say not by the cops, though. It's a cell phone video. I haven't seen the cell phone video. Yet. So let's see if we can get the police name real quick.
The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is still looking into the deadly shooting of this 1-year-old child in Senatobia. Tonight, Action News 5 is working to identify the officer involved in the shooting, who is currently on leave. Action News 5's Jared Thomas joining us live from Senatobia. And Jared, you were working the story today. Tell us what you learned.
Yes, that's right, Joy. Now, the city won't release the officer's name, so we took matters into our own hands by submitting multiple public records, and here's what we end up finding. This afternoon, Action News 5 obtained 5 years of officer-involved shooting records from the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. Those records list Hunter Foster, along with Cohen Wiley, his mother, Valicia Wiley, and a third person we're still working to identify as people involved in Sunday's shooting. An incident report from MBI was too heavily redacted to confirm Hunter Foster as the officer involved. Action News 5 confirmed through city records Hunter Foster was promoted as a sergeant in Senatobia back in September. We went to City Hall and the police department asking Mayor Greg Graves and the police chief to confirm Foster's identity and involvement. A staffer said both were in a meeting. Any further information, we were told, must come from MBI. This comes just days after protesters gathered outside the Senatobia Walmart, demanding answers in the death of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley.
I didn't know that all them black folks out there like that right there. It's a whole bunch of you Negroes, and why y'all not at work?
This comes just days after protesters gathered outside the Senatobia Walmart, demanding answers in the death of 1-year-old Cohen Wiley. But Tuesday's protest took a turn. Officers deployed tear gas to disperse the crowd. As the story draws national attention, some community members say They don't want this tragedy to define their city. The owners of Delta Steakhouse are organizing a Boston Butt benefit and plan to donate all proceeds to the Wiley family.
Don't care nothing about none of that right there. But anyway, no, the mother was not arrested for shoplifting. It was about her friend. She was with the friend. Who was accused of shoplifting. She just had her baby, held the baby up. I got the baby in the car, but the friend kept moving the goddamn car, and that's why they shot in the car. So they should arrest, like I had done said, they should arrest the friend for negligence or something with a child in the car. You know what I'm saying? Because she caused that baby death. She caused that baby's death. Let's go on and get into this right here. Video shows a woman stealing from dead people with a whole toddler. Let's see what they're talking about.
Police say a woman was caught stealing from the dead with a toddler in tow. Precinct 5 says it happened at a cemetery in the Memorial area. That's where ABC 13's Luke Jones is live. Luke, this is pretty low down. Investigators
I like that shirt, Luke.
are trying to identify that woman.
Hey, you out there with that little shirt on.
Yeah, right now they pretty much just have that surveillance video to go off, but they're hoping the woman's distinctive back tattoos draw some extra tips in from the public so they can identify her. 3 victims so far, and investigators say the suspect herself didn't come here alone. A young girl in tow, as the woman investigators are calling the Crypt Crook, strolls into the mausoleum at Memorial Oaks Cemetery June 6th. The child seen wandering around as the suspect gets to work, opening up the glass cremation niches. She appears to use some sort of tool, then pries the glass open and helps herself to the treasure inside.
Should we also arrest the toddler for being an accomplice? This teamwork.
The Precinct 5 Constable's office says jewelry, gold bars, and rings all turned up missing, and it's not the first time. They say a visitor first noticed something missing from a display case May 26th, more than a week before this video was taken. Now investigators are turning to the public for help identifying the mystery woman. Her back covered in tattoos, and at one point she was seen holding a distinctive black and white purse.
Somebody know who that is with that tramp stamp. Yeah.
And as always, you can call any tips into Crime Stoppers. The number 713-222-TIPS. It's still unclear how she was able to access that mausoleum to begin with. We stopped by earlier, tried testing the doors, but they were locked. Live in Memorial.
Well, somebody's explained to me why in the mausoleum we got jewelry and shit. Y'all got purses and outfits, and y'all got stuff that costs a little bit inside of the mausoleum shit. What is we doing? This is what death has became to where y'all got pictures of y'all. Y'all bring these people bought pictures of their family to put in the mausoleum where they dead family member is at, as if the dead family member can see the shit that they left in the mausoleum for display. When I tell y'all the funeral homes, the cemeteries is eating. Now, why is that making all that sound? It's not supposed to make no sound. Do y'all understand that these people eating? Who? I want to know who came up with this, because this is very, very smart. Like, once I think about it. And listen, I guarantee y'all that they charge y'all a fee. They got all these glass cases. Listen, we have plenty room if y'all would like to leave certain things and pictures of your loved ones, and you know, this is where you can come on in and leave flowers and weed pots, and y'all can leave all of this stuff here because your loved one is outside or in the wall. Y'all know people pay for this shit. I don't know at what point the majority of people who get buried, the majority of the family is religious. The majority of the families is religious. The majority of the families is Christian. I don't even know this area, but I'm telling y'all, because the majority of the United States is Christian. The majority of people who is at the cemetery, buried at the cemetery, who is doing the mausoleums, they have religious ties. I don't know this for a fact, just in my opinion. But don't in all religions, well, at least in Christianity, when you die, the spirit leaves the body. The spirit is no longer with the body. The body is just a shell, right? So once the person died, the body leaves the spirit go up to God and chill at the gate until I get there. You know what I'm saying? So we can, you know, question them before they get inside of heaven and shit. But if y'all truly believe that, why is y'all leaving stuff in glass things for everybody to see? And why would y'all leave items for the dead when the spirit is gone and the body does nothing? Something is clearly wrong with tradition. We do not think, especially when we're emotional. Because all of this stuff is emotion. All of this shit is emotional, tied in with, well, we've been doing this for a long time anyway. My mama them did it. My granny them did it. Grandpa them did it. Like y'all got, listen. And I bet they got report cards up in them shit for the little grandbabies and shit. They got their little grandbaby picture who the dead person didn't get to see. Y'all need to be whooped. I can guarantee y'all that there's, in some of these display cases, there is new pictures of new children that the dead person never got a chance to see. So we're going to put it on display, I'm guessing, so the dead can see. And if they do believe that the dead can see inside of the display case, then they have to believe that the spirit of the dead comes inside the mausoleum or the mausoleum to see what's in the display every week, just to see if there's something new. And if it is a spirit who can go into the mausoleum to see what's in the display cases, well, why they can't take a trip to y'all crib or something, like to the house or something like that right there? Why is the spirit still hanging out at the cemetery? No. You say dead people don't care. Y'all just stupid. Facts. I understand that a lot of y'all got the little mausoleum thing. I get all that fly shit. Just in my mind, I'm going to say it how I would say it if I wasn't on live. Y'all stupid. But because I'm on live, I won't say it like that because I know that it's going to hurt a lot of y'all feelings. And I just want to say maybe y'all need to rethink the decisions that has been made. No, I don't want to get into that, but you can send me the video. You can send me the video and I will look at the video and I'll speak about it like another day or something, but because I have some other things to talk about, I'm not gonna do it today. Shout out to Andre for the $1 cash shot. You say that's the other woman and his child getting that money. So he done sunk that baby on up in there to get that paper out the mausoleum. The mausoleum, the damn it. What? I gotta put this baby back on the screen. This shit. What is these little things right here? Is this a camera or is this like a baseball or something? Wait, hold on. What is this? This may be a camera. Now, this is like an old ass Polaroid photo or something. This look like some shit from World War II because it's in black and white. Don't know why we need a picture of the person who's in the damn ground in the mausoleum because right at this point, the body is not right here. The body is either in the wall or outside somewhere. Play too much. But I just want to say that right there, man. We got to rethink some things. And y'all need to stop spending all y'all damn money at the cemetery. Is that me hating? Is that me hating on the cemetery? Because they eating. How much do it cost? How much does a cemetery cost? A cemetery... $1,000. A cemetery plot. No, dog, I ain't talking about the plot. How How much does a cemetery... I don't even know how to ask the question. How much does it cost to start a cemetery? $500,000. Starting a cemetery typically costs $500,000 to $2.5 million to launch. Major expenses include purchasing 10 to 20 acres of land, $200,000 to millions. Site development like paved roads and fencing, $100,000 to $500,000. Legal zoning fees, $5,000 to $20,000, and funding required perpetual care trust fund. That's what's up. So anyway, we just got to get our paper up if like we want to do that. And have y'all noticed? Y'all been on Earth for a good little minute, and y'all been to funerals. Have y'all noticed that that cemetery been around before y'all were born? Huh? The cemetery that y'all know, the one that y'all grew up around and all that, even if you went to funerals back when you was children, do y'all know that funeral, that cemetery was there before you was born? How do the cemetery still got empty slots? How did I haven't seen a full cemetery yet. Is there a cemetery that is full in the United States of America? Yes, many older historic and local church-run cemeteries in the U.S. are entirely full and closed to new in-ground burials. Okay, so there is some. Because land availability varies on specific cemeteries, such as the St. Louis Cemetery number 1 in New Orleans, Louisiana, and Union Cemetery in eastern Connecticut has officially closed because they have run out of space. That's what's up. So that's 2 cemeteries in the great United States of America that is closed. Oh, wait, but they have Eastern Connecticut, Boston, Massachusetts, Queens, New York, Arlington National Cemetery. That's for like the military, stuff like that right there. All right, so they not burying y'all there no more either. Got that. So you got to pay landscapers too for all that land. Facts. So like it's a lot of upkeep. It is a lot of upkeep. I think I need to go ahead on and find me about 2.5 million or get me a little loan for 2.5 million and tell the bank, listen, we're gonna get our money back. Listen, I'm gonna get that paper back. People out here dying for real. People gonna continue to die. We're gonna get that money. This is a real investment. There is no investment like a cemetery investment. A funeral home and a cemetery, that's automatic money. Like that's like a money tree, right? Maybe sort of, kind of. You can't look. How do you lose if you open up a cemetery? Some baby got a rifle. What the hell? They had rifle on it. That's that's a little swatting story. I don't want to do that today. I need some player. All right, we gonna do this one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all get on out here in these street. Hold on, let's see what the thumbs up is. We over 150? We over 150. We had 164. We had 164. Look at you good people. Look at you good people. All right, this here for the youth. We got I'm gonna put this up there for y'all. We got this for the youth. We got old player here. Inmates advocate against youth violence, sentenced to death in prison. Inmates share raw realities with Baton Rouge youth to curb the violence. Sentenced to death in prison. Hope y'all young folks can pay some attention to this right here. You say Arlington is not closed. My friend works there. They bury just about every day 2 to 10 bodies a day. You know what's crazy? Because I saw Nope, that was on the news where I saw people working at the cemetery, and they say that they bury 14 to 20 people a day. And I do think that was at Arlington. If I'm not, I think I just saw that right there. But let me go back to where I just saw that at. Arlington. What was it? Arlington National Park. It's a high. Oh, my bad. It's high capacity, nearly full. So it's almost full. This famous military site is reaching capacity. The U.S. Army strictly manages plot availability to ensure eligible veterans can continue to be laid to rest as the cemetery navigates its shrinking space. Okay, bam. That's what's up. My bad. My bad. I was giving not the wrong information because I didn't see the newly full, the nearly full. That's what's up. Appreciate that correction. Y'all can correct the player. You can correct the player. For real, for real. Anyway, sentence to prison. Let's see what the player got to say.
Serving life for homicide, the other 20 years for home invasion. Today, their focus turned from their past to Baton Rouge's youth's future.
It's imperative that we show these youth that this is our everyday lifestyle. This is real life. That I'm sentenced to never come home. I'm sentenced to die in prison.
Krayshawn Williams and Desmond Kennedy share that message through the program called Beyond Bars, Choices and Consequences.
They in prison at the age of 21. So, y'all let that sink in for me.
Crime Stoppers launched this program in hopes of addressing youth violent crime as the number of instances of youth violence surges across the country, including here in Baton Rouge.
It's heartbreaking. It's a reflection too. And why I say that, because it's like a mirror being held up in front of my face.
Try to play out tattoos on his neck and on his face. Ain't saying people with tattoos on their necks and face is bad people. I just like to go on the point on now. Here we go.
Because I see how I looked when I committed crimes.
The pair recently spoke to the Jones Creek Area Business Association.
Everyone should hear. Yeah, I think it's just very impactful. It's very heartwarming to hear like just their story about, what they've been through and why they changed. And, to me, it was important to hear what was that wow moment? What was that moment that they really realized, okay, I have got to change, or I'm going to be in prison for the rest of my life.
The need for programs like this is reflected in the numbers. In 2025, BRPD arrested 526 juveniles, including 102 on firearm-related charges and 8 murder counts.
That was a good question. Where to get the gold chains from? That's a great question. Where to get that jewelry from? I think because it is a program type thing that they able to dress in regular gear, so they don't scare the youth while being in uniform. I don't know. Maybe by them being in the program, it allows them certain privileges, like wearing just regular clothes or something like that. Here we go.
Halfway into 2026, police have arrested 203 juveniles, including 40 on firearm charges and 3 for murder.
A lot of this is stemming from the inability to control their emotions. Yeah. So teaching.
How do they have why do they have the inability to control their emotions? Can we got to start there.
Juveniles and teaching you that think before you act.
These 2 inmates stress these recent numbers reflect a road they've already been down. They hope if they can change one young person, they will have prevented one person from following them to a lifetime behind bars.
I'm a barber, so I'm going home and I'm going back to school to educate myself to get my master license. That way I'll be able to proctor the barber exam to these kids and help them come out of the street. Because
so I'm guessing that it did say he is serving 20 years. He's serving 20. The other dude is doing life.
Barbershop is my ministry.
Right.
David Hamilton, WBRZ News 2.
I think so. Hold on. Him right here, I think that he's doing life. Hold on.
Future.
It's imperative that we
serving the life sentence. He got the life. Other dude done served 20. Or he's serving 20 years.
excuses.
Rayshawn Williams and Desmond Kennedy share that message through the program called Beyond Bars, Choices and Consequences.
They in prison at the age of 21.
That's what's up. I hope that the youth get to see some things like this right here. And if they don't, we got to keep investing inside the prisons. Hold on. That was a good thing. That was a good thing to say just then. Which prisons is on the stock market? Okay, the GEO group is on the NASDAQ. And Core Civic. Let's see. Core Civic stock price. Let's see what we get. Core Civic is trading at roughly 21 cents. Is that 21 cents? Ooh, we got to get a lot of stocks then. They're trading it because the queue searching for is the real estate and correction companies that sometimes goes by Civic. Those shares they trade at $28. My bad. So what was the that was $21. I don't know where I get the 21 cents from. That's what's up. So it's between the 21 and the $28 out here in these streets. We got to get our paper up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them players trying to make a change. Give y'all some pat on the back. Y'all made it to the end of the night news around here on this wonderful SED Friday. I'm gonna need for y'all to go on out there and fandangle on this Juneteenth. Go ahead on the spread your wing, get that STD and pass that thing on around for Juneteenth. Do it for the ancestors. Yeah. Do it for the ancestors. You know you free now. You know you can read now. You know you can read. You can read now. I'm so glad that we living in the times that we is living, because damn it, America is great again. You know, we done made America great again out here in these streets, because we don't have to go through what our ancestors had done went through. A lot of us would be dead. A lot of us would be dead out here in these streets. We would have did damn near the same thing that they did back then. You know what I'm saying? And horrible. But a lot of Christians will say thank God for slavery, because that's how we got Christianity. So thank God for slavery. I just thank God for slavery. Y'all please remember go around to the Willie Williams Show 4 channel, 7 channel, 7 degree channel. Y'all please remember go around here, the Pleasant Candles, pleasantcandles.com, the biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company in the world, Craig. That is a lovely smelling head. God damn, when I tell y'all something. Oh, that smells so good. Everything is Willie poured, nothing is third party. Everything comes from my warehouse to your house. Don't be afraid to get your order in. Get your order in so we can ship that thing on now. Yes, the show is over. The show is over. That came to the end. This is why I continue to tell y'all. Y'all also got to watch the standalone videos from the Willie Williams Show 4 channel, 7 channel, 7 degree channel. I may do something tomorrow. I may do something tomorrow night. I have no idea yet. Just throwing something out there. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. Let's see how many likes we got before I get on up out of here. Get a refresh. We got 173. So, I mean, it was climbing. It was almost there. I appreciate y'all, man. Hell, I'm finna go on and get on up out of here. Y'all do that one thing that I always ask y'all to do, that y'all always do, because I see y'all the next time that I go live, and that is stay safe. Oh, no, that ain't it. Stay alive. I done messed up the whole saying. I appreciate y'all for rocking, man. Y'all have